day 6. Here we go. Feels like it's already been a little while, but with good reason. Since I've been back from Baltimore, I've been going non-stop on this new video, which we want to debut very soon, and I'm going to get to that. In this episode, I kind of want to show a little bit of the editing and what goes into a video, but before I do that, I'm going to go right into the workout because I don't want to miss it. Unfortunately, I've missed a few editing lately. I've done some late nights, and then by the time I'm finished, there's no time to work out, so I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to have some coffee, a protein bar, and then hit those weights immediately. Going to be hitting shoulders. Okay, workout done. That felt damn good. To be honest, I am going to switch back to the mornings, most likely. Do the same thing, the classic what me and Brandon did back in the day when we used to hit up LA Fitness all the time. Just wake up, hit that coffee, protein bar, go right to the gym. It just feels so good to get it out of the way first thing in the morning. That way the rest of your day is free. You're able to do whatever you want, and you're not stressed out later about getting that workout in, which, to tell you the truth, lately I have been. I've been very busy with editing a few projects. I have a couple more to go, and it sucks at the end of the night when you're working. It's hitting about midnight. You're like, God damn it, I still don't have that workout in. You go to bed a little bit upset when you shouldn't be. So by doing it in the morning, I'll get it out of the way. I'll feel good. I'll be able to focus on my work, and then it'll be done. And it's a little bit like seizing the day is what I like to call it. Me and Brandon used to tell each other when we would meet each other at the gym is I'd be driving on the way, he'd be driving in the way, you know, in his truck from the other side of town. You'd see the sun rising and you're beating the sun. It's almost like you feel like you're getting the day started before everyone else does, which is a really good feeling. So I'm gonna have my post-workout shake, and then I'm going to get to editing. It's been one of my favorite projects to work on for us of all time. I want to show all of you before it comes out. It's going to be coming out this upcoming Monday. Back in my lair for the past 4 or 5 days. This has been basically my permanent residence. Been working on one of the most time-consuming projects to date for our channel. The name of it is Paralysis by Analysis. It's something I'm really proud of. I can't wait for all of you to see. It's been an idea that I wrote. It's been almost 1 year now. It's a motivational video, which we'd like to do more of. I think more than anything, what we get is just comments of how do I stay motivated, or can you help motivate me? There's so much information online now. Everyone's going to have their own opinion. You know, you can tell someone something all day long. This is a routine you can do. This is how you do it. This is when you do it. But a lot of times it's the body is willing, but the mind is weak. And that's what this video is about. It's just going over, there's so much information online nowadays. It's really just a quick Google search away. You can find anything. It's just the certain style and substance you put to it that makes it special. And that's why me and Brandon are very proud that we've been able to create something that thankfully you've found entertaining and you come back to. And that's one of our biggest goals, probably the biggest goal, to tell you the truth, is always to have entertaining content. The online medium is so amazing, especially with video and YouTube and all that good stuff, is that we want to try to maximize that and make it as entertaining as possible. Because the thing is, I have to be completely honest, tutorial videos bore the hell out of me. I don't really want to watch it, so I don't want to create it. I don't want this to feel like a full-time job where we're explaining. I've told this to other people. Me and Brandon have told it to each other. We don't want to be 35 years old going over how to perform a squat for the 3,000th time, you know? We will always be fitness and food oriented, but we want to make it very fun. We look up to guys such as Bill Nye the Science Guy, Steve Irwin, Crocodile Hunter, people that made things fun for us growing up, and we were learning in the process, but we may have not even necessarily knew we were learning at the time. And that's really our goal with Buff Dudes, is that, you know, the name is tongue-in-cheek and silly, but that's a big reason why we made the acronym Better Understanding of Food and Fitness. So you can kind of take it both ways. You can view it as very silly, which it is, or you could also say, hey, but there is some educational content, which there is as well. And that was how the channel started, is me and Brandon we were a little burnout at the time. I had, and I know I talked about this in one other video, and by the way, this video is going to be really talky and mostly just about my editing and the history and this upcoming video, so be prepared. It was me and Brandon were on a treadmill. It's been about 4 years ago now. We were on separate treadmills, not the same one. And we were just saying, what do we do? Because I had come from independent filmmaking up in Oregon. Brennan had helped me with that. He was more in the fitness world though, you know. He had done a lot of fitness magazines, some competitions. I was always a little bit more interested in the film production side of things. We both loved working out though from the very beginning. And we said, why don't we combine both of those things? My experience with editing and directing and writing, and then Brandon's with the fitness knowledge, which he is more knowledgeable than I am, and he's, you know, going on 8 years as a personal trainer now, so the guy's basically a wizard when it comes to all that stuff. And we said, hell yeah, let's do it. And that was our goal. That was our main goal, was consistency. And that's what's so funny about this channel. We're about fitness, but this really applies to anything. It's just consistency, you know? And we'll get comments, oh, LOL roids, LOL, you know, you forgot steroids, when we're talking about eat right, consistency, workout. And that is what is a little bit of a letdown, I gotta be honest, because in no other skill can you just basically use a cheat code to get ahead. We use the example a lot of times, and I use it in paralysis by analysis, for example. You can't master an instrument overnight, or a language, or a relationship, but with your body, you can cheat. I mean, let's be honest, you can use steroids, and it's this weird thing where lots and lots of people use them, but no one will admit they use them. So it's very bizarre. It's a huge insecurity thing, you know, and it's very strange that an industry that models itself over being healthy and feeling good about yourself is so vain and self-centered, and so much about selfies, and so much about I look the best, and I, you know, I don't want to go on some huge rant about it, because it is what it is, and believe me, we've done all those things as well. Hell yeah, we've taken the selfies, and yes, we've done the video. So we're just as much as guilty of it as anyone else. But it does get overwhelming from time to time, because you just go, I mean, where's the helping others? It's this big, almost strange high school popularity contest, but in rant. Back to what I was talking about is I don't even know what I was talking about. I'm sorry. I'm completely spaced. Now I'm like tangled in my own web. But when we started the channel, it was consistency. That's what we wanted to stick with. That's what we wanted to do, was just say, hey, every Monday we have to have a new video. That was the goal. It's just like working out. I have to work out 3 times a week. I have to eat at a certain calorie range. And that's what we did with these videos. And we only got like 10 views per video, maybe 1 like, maybe 1 comment. I used to get notifications in my email when there'd be a new subscriber. That made my day. I used to work 2 jobs. I would work during the day, and then I would go to balance at night, and on my way between jobs I would get an email saying, you know, you got 1 new subscriber. That would make my day. So I really try and look back on those moments and just try and stay as humbled as possible, going, I mean, this is amazing, you know, what we've been able to build. It's really amazing, and it's through consistency and hard work, and that applies to anything. So whatever you want to do it, really. And it's funny, some people laugh at me like, oh, you know, that's like an ultra positive mindset. Well, guess what? It worked for me. I mean, that positive mindset worked for me. It made me who I am, and it brought us to where we are today. So hell yeah, I have a positive attitude, and yes, I do like to stay positive, because positivity has brought me to where I am today. And it's been a long journey. I started editing. The first time I started editing was when I was 18, and it was with a computer my dad had bought. It was a Sony Vaio, and it came with an editing suite that you would take clips, put them all in the program, you would hit mix, and it would do like a really quick edit and make its own music and make its own little style. And I remember throwing a whole bunch of scenes we had shot for like a low-budget Bigfoot movie. I threw them all in there and hit mix, and it made this little movie with its own soundtrack and everything, and I was blown away. I mean, my 18-year-old mind was like, you know, I had never seen anything like that before. My dad, prior to that, had edited VCR to VCR, which, oh my God, that just took the patience of, I don't know how he did it, you know, especially seeing as my dad has slight ADHD, which, you know, to tell you the truth, it was probably editing on VCR to VCR, which gave him a mild case of ADHD. But that was a real kind of game changer for me, was seeing digital editing, because before then I had absolutely no interest. But with digital editing, for me personally, it's like you're taking a puzzle and you're putting it all together, but you're customizing it and you're making it your own puzzle. So that was huge. That was really, really big. And up in Oregon, we had continued to do independent filmmaking. We made a couple different low budget features. We ended up being involved with law enforcement. We made some use of force videos. They, in exchange for that, they volunteered their time to help us out with some projects. We did a methamphetamine drama, one on teen sexual abuse. Those were heavy topics, and as a 21-year-old, they were a little too heavy for me. So by the time we were finished, I was done. I went through a period where I was very unsure of what I wanted to do next, because I knew I didn't want to continue down that path. That was just a little too intense for me personally. And it brought us to where we are now, because we wanted to do something fun and light and comedic and entertaining, and that's really where Buff Dudes came out, and that's why we're so passionate about it. And I'm really happy with Paralysis by Analysis, because we have a lot of great people involved. You know, Brandon obviously is the star of it. We have great chemistry. He's kind of like, if you follow film, you know, in a way, I guess you could say he's kind of like my Bobby De Niro or Leonardo DiCaprio, because the chemistry is so well working together with me directing and him acting. And we have a lot of other great, Zhao, our artist, our pixel artist, just mind-blowing. I love the guy. You know, our relationship is so amazing. His artwork just really almost makes making the videos worth it to me personally. My girlfriend, Agnieszka, helped with some artwork. I'm super happy. It was really exciting. We have a custom soundtrack now. Diego is doing the voiceover. I mean, I could just kind of go on and on. I hate to make this like an acceptance speech right now, but it's just really, it makes me very proud, is what I'm trying to say, is to have this talent, to have these people involved, and to put a new spin on something like the fitness genre. We want to try to make it as quirky and different and weird as possible, and really just entertaining. I mean, if we can make a 5-minute video and all of you watch it and go, hey, you know what, I laughed a few times, that was a lot of fun, that maybe made my day a little bit better, that's the main goal we're always trying to achieve with this channel. And wow, I don't even know how long that was. You're probably sitting there going, damn, when this guy opens up, he really opens up. I am going to finish this video. I have a few hours left. It's coming along, in my opinion, very well. I really hope all of you enjoy it. This isn't the typical cutting vlog. I'm not gonna show my lunch and dinner, actually, because I am heading out in just about 2 hours. I'm actually going to be heading to New Orleans, which I will vlog there. So, and I will stay on track. I'm not gonna, you know, be eating. I know they have really amazing food there, but I'm not gonna eat too much of it, but I will vlog as I'm there. Gonna wrap this up, gonna have it out on Monday. Hope you enjoy it. Hope that wasn't too much talking for all of you. Hope everything's going good with your cut as well. And until next time, stay buff.